Hello and welcome to Stationeers from the Beginning, a series for those new to the game. Leave your portrait turned on. Make sure you have the extended tooltips because if you're new to the game you're going to need that. Make sure autosave is turned on. And then turn your hunger and hydration rate down to 0.5. And finally, put it on easy. In new game, by all means have a look at all the others, but trust me when I tell you, the moon in survival mode is where you want to start. Just click on the moon, there you go. Doesn't take long to load. This game is great like that. Oh dear. Well, there's a good start for us. Our lander has landed. Trouble. Apart from the lander being down there, it's not a bad spot. Plenty of resources around us. Now you'll notice I've got a light switched on. That is of course draining my battery. Lots and lots of iron. So only use it when you need to, and obviously when you go to your lander you're going to need it, especially when it's fallen in a hole like this. So these yellow crates are the ones you want first, and you want swap that for you. Take and grab that. Now that's easily done. Easy change hands. Back up on top, right click, and then you want to look. There's the moon, so morning is that way. That's the way the direction the sun will come up. Okay, place one frame. Five, 6. Not many I know, but it's enough to get you going. Now there are a couple of reasons why I say you start on the moon. First one, there's no atmosphere, therefore there's no weather, so the storms can't blow you or your stuff away. Hit number 4, and out your backpack. Hit F to transfer that into there. Hit number 6, open up your tool belt, pick up your welding torch, right click or hit O to turn it on, wait for it to activate, and you only want to weld these once, you don't want to double weld. If you look at my externals in the bottom left corner screen, hit Alt to pull your mouse up. Down here you watch the temperature here and you will see that I get surrounded by hot gases as I'm welding. There we go. That can do you damage if you're not careful. And also, if you're welding inside your base, it's something to take into account because it will raise the temperature in your base when you're inside a building. And it also puts pollutants into your atmosphere, both of which are not good. So don't leave your torch on, right click or hit O to turn it off before you put it back in your belt with the F key. Is that done? That is going to be awkward. Who put it down there? Right, okay. If we on a planet with an atmosphere, don't drop things around because you will lose them when the wind blows. And they get damaged, etc. One item to get put out fairly soon is that charger. You shouldn't need these. And to make more room in your inventory, the first thing you're going to need in there is the tracker. Just drag it across, or you can drop it straight to this slot down here. Nice and easy. That is your handheld tablet or your PDA. The other two cards, for now, go down here. They're not thrown away, they are going to get used. In fact, we can put our mining belt down there for a minute as well. And then we're going to get back down to our lander. Put the light on so we can see what we're doing. We're going to want a power controller. Can't reach. The solar panel. Still can't reach. Jetpack on. Spacebar. That's J for jetpack. One of them. One of them. Most of this one already in it. One of them. Don't really recommend that yet because you've only got the one solar panel. However, that I do recommend. Okay. Forward, jetpack off. Remember to keep an eye on your jetpack's total pressure in there. If it gets below 500, you're at risk of falling out of the air. So the sun comes up over that way. There, that's where we're doing it. Right click, hit C to spin it round. Says it's facing you. There's your locker. Select your solar panel. Right click. We'll turn it round so that the power joint is on this side of it. You can't do that, can I? It's on this side of it here. And we put a sheet of glass on it, just right clicking on it. And we'll come up over here. Leave room for another item there so we don't want anything on that frame. We'll use one of these. Now look at this carefully. We'll turn the light off, you'll see better. You've got an input and an output. Bring it right to the edge here, in the middle of this frame. You don't want the other one just yet. You're going to open it up with the crowbar. And then you're going to use the battery in it. Nice and simple so far. Scroll down and take your wire cutters. Whenever you're working with cables, you have your wire cutters. If you're working with pipes, you have your wrench in your hand. It just makes life so much easier. Change hands. Grab your cable. Right click and use your scroll wheel to select the build options. You want the 4-way junction like that on here. Back to a straight cable. And it's a C to change the build direction. That solar panel should be, it is, producing power, therefore it's charging that battery for you now. That is the first stage done. Next thing you want up is your arc furnace. And if you look at it, see it's got a data side with the plus sign there and a power side on the other side. You're going to want the power side to be facing towards your cabinet. Stick it on the middle of that frame. And then you see auto lathe. Machines in this game are very important. Take it back. Do that there. That's right in it. That is one click away from there. It's ideal. But as you can see, that's not something you can use. And if you look at it, it tells you what to use to build it up. So you're going to want your iron sheets, which are in the heap down here. We can pick all that up in a minute. and it says welding torch. To change hands, put your welding torch in it, switch it on, switch it off. It then says cable, so put your welding torch back away, grab the cable in it, put that back away. Then it says plastic sheets. Let's put these in here. Then we'll pop down to the lander, because the plastic sheets are down there. I think it's one of the few things left in that crate that we didn't bring over. Put them. Put them over. Important to keep tape around because when you damage your suit you need it urgently, and your generator. That's the entire contents of that crate. Just stick the plastic sheets, put them in your hand, change hands, and it says welding torch, so back in your hand, weld it up, make sure you switch it off, put it away, and then it says scrubber. And that is a basic process for all of these machines at this stage of the game. What I'm going to quickly do not worried about those flares. So the mining belt we keep up there. Network analyzer, sorry, Atmos analyzer and network analyzer go beside it. And this space here is to put this down. It connects straight onto the back, up like that. Coil goes in there, you can switch it on off of there. Don't need to worry about the data port on it. That means you can have a backup power supply as soon as you can find some coal. And it is useful to keep that up here. Tape, keep it where you're going to find it. All frames can go next to them, and glass can go down there. APCs, that pill, single player, that pill's not going to be a lot of use to you. I'll just move that over, it creates a bit of extra space. So we are almost set up now to get some cracking on this. Got a wire cutter in the hand again. Our cables. I think I'm on the right one there. I am. Three-way junction. Because the power input was on this side. Oh, too close to it. Last. And that's why you keep your wire cutters in your hand. That and the fact that if I want to change something and put that into a four-way, I can do that with the wire cutters in my hand, but without them, I can't. Need to connect to the data port for this machine to work. It's connected to power, it will work when you flick that switch on. Don't bother closing this up because you want to get to that battery. If machines are left on, they are using power. Trust me, especially early game, that is very important. That's the biggest cause of people dying early game. They run out of power, sit around waiting for it. Right, what else are we going to need up there? We're going to need the sensors up there. Want that up there. doors, definitely. Is that the basic airlock? That is the basic airlock. On the moon you only want the basic airlock, not the advanced. Well, at this stage anyhow, and the pipes. Battery charger, you don't necessarily have to have it, but that is 2 containers empty. This container is all food. Don't need to empty it. Oh, yeah, just leave it where it is. You've got food in your soup. Water. More food there. Don't need to worry about it. Oh. Hopefully don't fall down the hole. That's the 2 items I want. I want that one. I want that one, and I want that labeler. That item is your tracking beacon, as it says. Whenever you leave the base, you turn it on, and you use the tracking card we put in our tablet. That means now we have enough to build a greenhouse. We don't have anything to put in gases, but we have enough to build a greenhouse. And we need to label it, otherwise you can't set your greenhouse running. That's the last of what we need out of that one for now. We take these batteries back with us. And let's jet back up there. That's your water supply. That's for cleaning atmospheres. The portable generator I wouldn't recommend. Air conditioner, yes. And your hydroponics tray, that's what you actually grow things in. So everything else that's down here now, you shouldn't be needing for a little while, except for your oxygen. That striped area there, you can put your oxygen bottle in out of your suit. I'll show you that when we get to that stage. Your food, you don't need it yet, it can stay there. If you was on a planet with atmosphere, then no, you'd go on and you'd make lockers and get this lot emptied ASAP, because of this can blow away. So that is everything that we need out of that. Drag and drop them in. That one up there, and then this one, where's it gone? There it is. Drop that one in there. Your labeler is very important. Don't lose it. It's quite expensive to make another one. So that has got us moved in. But we can't make anything yet. What we need to do is just drag our mining belt onto slot 6 over the top of the tool belt, which puts the tool belt in there. You need to go here, and you need to right click or hit O, turn that on, put it in there. And we already need a drink as well, so number 5. Is drink. Don't need to worry about food, we're still at 78%. Okay, number 5 out of the way. Hit number 6, get the mining drill. Now what I will point out is that pickaxe, it's okay for emergencies, but it's hard work. If you do that into the tool slot, because there's 2 slots that are for tools only, that gives you all these slots you can put stacks of ore in. We're not going to be filling that much up at the moment. Like I say, that is cobalt, so we don't want that one yet. But down here, along this little ridge, that is iron, and we're going to want that. And our lander's doing nice things. Oh, oh. Okay. you are supplied with an ore scanner and a motherboard for your handheld, or a circuit board for your handheld, I should say. But we've got buttons with you. When you first land, just don't take everything that you see, because that tells you where it is next time you go back with the ore scanner when you need to search harder. And you want about 2 stacks of iron. There we go, that's 2 stacks of iron. But it stood itself back up again. Look at all that iron there. Wow, we landed well there. Oxide, we will need that soon. Silicon, yes, we do need some of that. Want about half a stack of this to start with. Don't need a lot, just a bit to get you going. This is more here, there we go. Yeah, there is more here. Right. There's 21, 24, said half stack, no, there we go, half stack. There we want, oh, that's a handy one, gold. Again, about a half stack. Another handy one there. Some coal. It's looking like this might not be a vein of gold, it could just be a single piece. Oh dear. It's a shame. But to find any at all straight away like that is quite lucky. Check down. I just see a flick for gold, I think I did. It may have said coal, I don't know. Saying coal that way, but doesn't look like there's any more gold here though. It's a shame. How much coal we got? We want a bit of it for the emergency power supply. A bit here. Sandy. We'll take it all stacked then if we can get it. There's little hints flicker there and as in mining. There you go, that's all stacked. That's copper. We've been really lucky with this. Don't expect to find everything that easy because it's not normally that easy. That's as much of that as we need. We need to find more gold really, but let's just grab a little bit more of this while we can. I'm not going to clear it all out because it helps tell us where it is. Jet back up. Gold. Gold, gold, gold. And there's definitely more than one piece here. We need at least half a stack to get ourselves started. There's lots more gold here. And we've actually got a whole stack. Perfect. So put that away. Turn our light off because it's daylight. We don't need it. First things first. That is as near as darn it fully charged. There's nothing turned on, so why is that? Okay. That is as near as done it fully charged. So hit number 3, pull your suit up, just drag and drop, top your battery out. So you've got the best battery. Because the solar panel is receiving power, starting to now. Sun's starting to get, quarter way, well, halfway through the morning.